Here's my honest experience of switching to a compounded GLP-1 after being on name brand for 32 months. I lost 115 pounds, but I was very, very hesitant to ever switch over. I could never find the right company. But I finally found one. I'll just tell you up front in full disclosure, it's Shed. Spoiler alert, I would recommend them, but I'm going to tell you there were some bumps along the way. There is a link in my bio, by the way. I'm just trying to share some discounts. It's 30% off. I was very, very nervous because I had been on Zepbound and was very comfortable with it, but I needed to do something because the price is so much. I signed up on a Tuesday. You fill out a really quick questionnaire. I was approved immediately. Then I was sent a message saying it's time to sign up for an appointment with your provider. I could get in the next morning. So I signed up for a 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday, had the appointment. That provider had zero personality, like zero. The call lasted 4 minutes, and it was only because I asked a couple of questions. Now, in his defense, he could see I had been on this for 31 months, so I was very familiar with it. And he said that. But I said, yes, but I'm not familiar with the compound world. I use a nice little pen. I don't know anything. So then when we hung up, I immediately received a notification that it was in process. It had been approved. But 10 minutes later, I received a notification saying it had been canceled. It started the process of me contacting Shed. Now, everything was done online or via text, I think. We went back and forth. It took 2 days to solve this. I think what the issue was that the provider accidentally canceled it, and it took them 2 days to do it. It wasn't horrible. They were very nice through the process. On Friday, I received notification again saying it was in process. I didn't expect any communication over the weekend because it's the weekend. Sure enough, Monday morning, I received notification that it had been shipped. I was shocked. The next day, it's at my doorstep. And I'm getting notified throughout the whole process. In full disclosure on this, they use Strive Pharmacy, which is a very reputable compounding pharmacy, but it's here. It's in Arizona. So I think that's also why my time frame was so, short. So it was a week from the time that I signed up. Even with those, Wednesday through Friday mess up there, I received all the needles and the vials. I am new to that game, so you may not have this issue, but I had a big issue with it because I didn't know how to use it, and there are no instructions at all. So I had to ask ChatGPT. I took a picture of what they sent me, and ChatGPT told me exactly how to draw up the stuff out of the vial, how to get the air out of the needle, and now I'm totally fine with it, totally fine. But I would have liked to have some instruction. I had to use 2 needles. I have to do it twice because of the dosage. One needle is 100. The next needle I have to do 40 to equate to 15 milligrams. Everyone's different, so you might have a different dosage, but that's just what I had to do. Then I was worried about the side effects because I haven't had any side effects with Zepbound. So far, I've been very pleasantly surprised. No side effects at all. The only thing I have noticed is a slight increase in my appetite, but not bad. I think it's a positive. Now dinner time comes and I'm a little bit hungry. I'm not ravenous. I'm not saying I've got to have a big ice cream sundae, not at all. I'm just feeling a little hungry. It's kind of refreshing, but I still don't eat a ton. Overall, a very positive experience, except for that bump in the road with the provider canceling it. I'm going to change the provider. They set me up to have another appointment in January. I'm changing from that guy to someone else, but so far, so good. If you have any questions about Shed, click on my link. If nothing else, you will see the pricing there. They're pretty transparent about it, which I also appreciate because a lot of companies are not, as you probably know if you've been looking into this. And if you decide to move forward, use that code and you'll get 30% off.